The following podcast is intended for comedic purposes and is not meant to bully or harass our selected subjects. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. Any similarities between our stories and actual persons, living or dead, are purely coincidental. So hashtag fucking handle it. I hope you know this is all being recorded now.
It's okay.
Is the microphone
People can learn about my house as we go. It'll be fun.
No, I have like omnidirectional, so it's like literally hearing everything. But anyway,
Yike. Okay.
I don't see a little red dot.
The red dot's on this side.
Oh, okay.
And that's the mute button.
Oh, hey, red dot.
No, don't worry about it.
Sometimes I haven't gotten one
We're
of
gonna
those
edit
in
this
like
out,
3
but
months.
hello, red dot. Kathy.
The rules. Da rules.
I
Okay,
haven't seen a
so
red dot since October 3rd.
that's a pregnancy joke. That is a pregnancy joke.
Boo! I hate that. Okay, rules.
Menstrual jokes.
Just light spotting.
Everybody's
Just here and there. So the rules.
Okay, so the only rules that I was kind of thinking was, I don't know if you guys have ever done improv and you heard of the yes and game.
Yes.
So the idea is that you're not allowed to erase someone else's already established canon. So because we're basically making an unofficial biography for each of the people there, if somebody says something like, this guy was a fishmonger, you can't be like, no, he wasn't, he's this instead. You have to build off of it. The only exception is that you can challenge it if you think your idea is better, to which everyone gets to vote which one they would like better.
Ooh.
Which we literally did last time.
Yeah. But the point, challenges should be sparse. The idea is that you should find a way to work with what everybody else has already suggested.
Okay.
So the idea is that it should be building off of what the other person said before you. So in that case, somebody said, oh, this guy's a fishmonger, you'd be like, he was a fishmonger and now he does this. So the fishmonger is still totally something you could still bring up, but you're changing the course of the story.
Important question. Do we have poop breaks?
I mean,
The poop break was before this started. Buckle up, bitch. Let's go.
I mean...
Keep that.
I should also point out that no one here is intoxicated. This is just normal.
You just came for work, there was no time.
You don't know my life.
I'm high on my water
This will be fun.
and vitamin C
Wait,
added.
did you tell us
to my
more than one
apple
rule, or
juice.
did I cut you off?
No, that's literally the only rule that I was
okay.
thinking of. So we're gonna get to name them. So
Do we
we're
have to
gonna
be
have that
careful
come
with
up.
swears?
No, fuck that.
It's the
Okay.
website. The internet? It's the
No,
internet.
worst case scenario, you can bleep it, but I honestly don't
Now,
care.
are we filming ourselves doing this too, or
No,
are we just...
It's just recording.
God bless,
Just
because I look
recording.
like hot trash.
Okay.
No.
fair.
I'm not ready for that.
So it's literally just going to be a slide and then it's like...
It's gonna be.
Here's Bob.
It's
and
basically gonna
Bob
be-
Is...
If anyone's called Bob, boo. Bad creativity.
Also,
His name
They're
is
all Bob.
Chet.
hey, we don't know, but because this episode is the Boys of Dreamphone, my idea was for the next one, the Girls of the Babysitters Club.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
Both games I never played.
Doesn't matter. It's
I read the
book
book.
series.
Yeah, it's a
Sidebar book
book series.
series,
I don't
but
Fucking no.
just
Get your shit together, come on.
Oh my
just
God.
hashtag handle it.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Okay,
That'll
so
be your
ready.
catchphrase for the series.
what?
Hashtag handle it.
That's my personal one.
Well, you need a TV catchphrase.
Hashtag handle it. All right, so I'm just gonna get this loaded up because this thing has been a bitch.
Hashtag no limits.
Why is that thing?
Can mine be hashtag vitamin C?
Why is everything with you vitamin C?
Should have recorded that.
This whole thing is being recorded.
No, you
There's
should
been no
just turn it on when
stops.
we got here, because really, we've been rolling with gold all night. So.
I feel like it, yeah.
It's too much blackmail shit.
Yeah, we're in for a good time.
Okay, I think. Okay, fine. Okay, it's good. Okay, so they've been organized into groups of 4. God damn it!
Ah!
Why is it doing
God,
that?
I love this game so much.
Don't look at the faces.
Okay, whatever. It's gonna have to work. Perfect. So,
Oh, and we can see the next slide. Gotcha.
sorry, it's just gonna have to work. So the gentleman in green.
I don't. His name is Steve. His name is definitely Steve. I don't give a fuck. Nobody challenged me on it.
He has asthma.
There's a shellfish allergy, I feel like. A little bit.
I feel like he's also Jewish, which makes it really, like, it just reinforces it. But you never know if he's actually allergic to shellfish or if he just uses that as an excuse to not feel weird and not have to tell people that he's Jewish.
Yes, I feel like he brings nunchucks to school. Anyone else? And is a karate master, but does not take karate class.
His karate classes are in his front lawn.
He's very Napoleon Dynamite, I feel.
Like, he invents animals.
He's got like baby flock of seagull hair going on.
So it's just a seagull.
Seagull light.
Handsome, love him.
Can definitely get it in.
Alright.
Yes, we should start adding if they could get it or not.
If
they
they
get it?
Yes.
get into what?
6 out of 10.
You start ranking these?
We're ranking them now, sexually.
6 out of 10 probably does not eat out.
No, he's allergic to shellfish! You forget Jewish men don't eat clams.
Oh, no. I hate you all.
I should have brought tissues for this.
Can't handle this. That's all I got for him.
It's only the first guy.
I know. It's all I got for him.
Okay. Yellow.
Craig.
Craig. Yeah, Craig's list. That guy looks like he is the kind of guy that comes to your house for anon, like,
Yes.
blindfold sex, and then he murders you.
Definitely, I'm feeling some Jeffrey Dahmer vibes. So
He
I
looks like
that.
he comes to your house and talks to your mother. It's like, how fucking...
I feel, yeah, but not in like a cute, like,
Like, this is getting awkward now.
guy, like, we're here to fuck.
I feel like he brings you flowers, but like pulls them from your own yard with the weeds still attached a little bit, and has like a sweaty smile when he's giving them to you.
He looks like he plays baseball, but wears like the fucking cup all the time to make his junk look really big.
I feel like he's also the type that he stands in that really uncomfortable pose that, like, he's basically the hands on the hips, the one leg up, and, like, definitely, like, my crotch is in your face.
The power pose.
The
Look
power-
him a dick.
He calls them the ladies. I feel like, you know, just we're getting the ladies tonight. I feel.
Yes. That is the thing that he does.
All these guys are girls. Oh, so can he get it? We didn't rank him.
I don't know, with that hair swoop, like, probably.
2 out of 10 definitely looks getting pegged.
He's getting pegged right now.
That's why he's smiling.
Hello.
He's
We
the only
lost
one of the
one.
models who asked for the seat to be removed before he sits down.
Yuck.
Alright,
That's good.
so Craig's a no. Craig's a no unless I'm blindfolded, and then I don't know. Okay,
He
purple.
looks like he doesn't have any chest hair except for around his nipples.
Oh, gross, yes.
I feel like he's Zayn Malik Sr. and his son will be a member of One Direction.
I see that. Did we name him already? Did I miss that?
Purple's not been named yet.
I'm saying Mahmoud. Told you there should be no bobs in this movie. I also feel like maybe lots of back hair, like striking and over chest.
So, just your type.
Just back and nipple.
He also has no intention of shaving it, but he does comb it. And it's, like, very well conditioned. Like, it's, like, you touch it and you're like, ooh, it's like petting a very, like, a newborn cat.
Yeah.
Like, the
That's so
softest.
soft.
But the hair on his head is very dry and was not conditioned at all. I feel.
That is very true.
That's the rules.
He probably listens to, like, Blondie or something behind the school gym. To, like, seem edgy.
Wears a Speedo to the beach but does not manscape, I feel.
Gross.
I didn't say Mahmoud was a winner. I just said this is who he is.
I feel like he's the one, too, that
Stop
wears...
judging his lifestyle.
I feel like he's also the one that he wears the jeans, like, cuffed, but, like, at different lengths.
Based on the amount of layers he's wearing, I want to say that he does not wear deodorant. And you can smell him from a mile away. Just armpits.
I agree. Lots of cologne. Like an overwhelming amount of cologne, so it's armpits and cologne, I feel. Did I date him?
Only if he was over 6 foot.
Only if he was just grossly tall and had just a stick body. Which...
Do you think he's tall?
No.
I feel like he's like really short.
Short,
No,
but
he's like
that showed in the
5'5".
pants, I feel.
Probably like puts a hat on after he showers to keep his hair flat.
Well, how else would you get that look?
I wish I dated this guy. Yuck.
Oh my god, I need
You can't really tell, but he has a piercing on one ear.
Yeah. I want that for him.
The other ear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what are we?
Oh, we're ranking him sexually?
I guess so. Are we waiting for Felicia to come back?
I'm sorry. We're rating Mahmoud sexually.
Like, so far for me, all of them can get it in.
I'd say 8 out of 10, but only after he showers.
So never.
7 out of 10 in the shower because I feel like he's still dirty when he gets out of the shower.
I say 8 out of 10 if he doesn't shower.
And if he does shower?
No, you can't shower.
See, I would skin him and use his back as a.
He's pre-lived.
As like a throw.
Repeat that.
I said I would skin him and use his back as a throw. Does that count?
Ooh.
Yes.
It's like all soft baby hair, like seal skin.
That would match the decor, just like thick and black. I like that.
Also, he looks like the guy from Are You Afraid of the Dark is like now like a weather person.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
I don't know what that is, but that's not a
We
compliment.
definitely just told everybody that we're Canadian.
Oops.
Okay, so David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
100% a Mark.
That's
Mark Hasselhoff.
Mark Hasselhoff.
He thinks he's the coolest person.
He is the coolest
He is the
person.
coolest.
His mom's a dentist and he's obsessed with flossing.
He's
I
also
feel
like
that.
he's also in his late 20s. Like he may look a little younger, but he is 100% like 28, 29.
100% like went to prep school and was an equestrian.
I feel like is a poli-sci major and just really feels like he can change the world, but doesn't like get into politics. He's not like political or anything. I'm feeling that.
But he has opinions on everything.
Definitely has opinions on everything.
Captain of the swimming team.
Yes.
I can see
Speedo.
that.
He looks-
Shaves everything off his body.
He looks like he can't like grow body hair though,
He
right?
looks very smooth.
I feel
In
like
like a gross way.
Yeah. Very childlike smoothness.
I feel like every time a new technology comes out to remove body hair, he is the first person that's on it. Like when Nair came out, he was like just like bathed in it.
He was the spokesperson.
He probably
for that.
like emailed them and was like, "Hey, do you need someone to test out your products because
Oh,
I'm available."
he does the beauty blog thing now where they shave all the soft hair on their face too.
Why are we doing that? Is that a thing?
Apparently it's a thing, but he does it.
Oh.
He does it. He is absolutely, except for the hair on his head and his eyebrows. There's not a single hair on his body. He is very
Actually, he shaves all the hair. It's just a wig. It's a dinner wig.
Oh, yes! Bring it back. I feel like he's someone's lost love child a little bit, like a Jason Boehner kind of thing for Mark Hasselhoff, or for David Hasselhoff, I feel. I got nothing else for him.
No, I'm pretty done with him.
Can he get it?
No,
You guys are rude.
he's too smooth. It's like having sex with a baby.
Well, is he straight? Because we didn't really decide. Because I feel like exclusively dates cheerleaders, but
I feel like he-
definitely gay.
Oh yeah, no,
100%.
definitely. He has a beard. That's the only beard
That's
he
what-
ever has.
That's what I mean. Like, extreme beard, but says homophobic stuff all the time.
For sure.
Like, just goes
He
to
he gay bashes and then sees him later at the club and is like, "Hey, want me to
Well,
smash you a little
that's my
more?"
favorite.
That's why he's captain of the swim team. He's gotta give all the.
They play Ookie Cookie, and he always loses on purpose.
Oh.
He's like, "Oh guys, I can't finish. Oh no, this is so embarrassing. Oh no, all this cum? I mean, gross." He's the one who licks his fingers when he's done.
So he can get it from nobody.
Oh my
Good.
God, put away.
Good. I have found my husband in the next man.
Okay. Hang on a sec.
Do it!
I just want to see. Okay, just making sure that the filming is still working before we move on to the next slide.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh catalog photos with his cats.
Hashtag sploosh.
I saw it and I was like,
Wait,
yes!
are we talking about
Orange.
Orange?
We are talking
We're
about
talking about Orange. His dad is a comedian.
Definitely.
He is the father of the twins who played Ron Weasley. Fred
Oh
and
my
George Weasley.
god, he is.
Yes.
He's 100% the father of the Weasley twins.
Which is perfect. I was gonna say he's a magician, but like for kids' birthday parties.
That
So I
actually-
think that goes together.
And that's one of the
perfectly.
reasons why they hired those twins. So they're like, your dad is a magician?
Yes.
Perfect.
He
He's not
eats
good, so
mayonnaise sandwiches.
yes.
He loves
Every day
oatmeal
at
for
lunch.
breakfast.
Egg salad.
But like not the fancy oatmeal, not like the brown sugar one, just like fucking plain ass oatmeal.
Like, the gunkier the better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, more like snot. You know?
Catches me as someone who's into the feeder kind of relationship, like loves like
He likes the big girls?
no, like not that's not even big girls. It's like if she's immobile, just like yes.
He likes to climb them like mountains.
Yeah, I see that in him.
He gets on top of them, pitches his tent, and then he's like,
Yeah.
I have claimed this.
Gotta
And then he also ditches them as soon as they get to a certain point. And
Just
they
being
can't
his
gain
cats.
anymore.
Gotta throw the flour on her to find the wet spot.
No.
I think
No.
I think he tried to work a corporate job once, but they fired him for sexual harassment.
I see that. I also feel like closet anger management issues just like punched holes in all his walls. Like seems like he turns red and then punches things.
Like, he's got a gun collection.
Yeah, a little bit, and just like soon just cleans them.
And only some of them have the little bang thing, the flag that comes out of them.
The magic ones, of course.
Yeah. But that's the thing about him, you never know. He's mysterious that way.
It's scary. Everyone in school thought he was going to be a high school shooter, and are surprised.
Did we decide on a name for him?
No, we didn't name him. We got too excited.
His mom cuts his hair.
Oh my god. He calls her mother. Okay, sorry.
Hello, mother.
I didn't name him. I'm sorry.
Curtis.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
He's also a
Chris.
player because he's got the whole basement to himself.
Oh my
Oh.
god, yes. He uses that to lure in his victims. I mean, girlfriend.
Yes. The mobile girlfriends.
Okay.
The mobile
The
ones.
mobile ones. He plays D&D, right?
Oh, he's so
He-
he plays D&D with the guy in yellow, but we'll get to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll get to the guy in yellow. So
Did we choose
I like
a name for him?
Did we just name him or did
Yeah,
get
we
excited?
did.
Who?
We did.
I'm gonna
We
say
named him
Dennis.
Curtis.
Wait, Orange?
Oh, Curtis.
Orange is
He's-
Curtis.
Okay.
His name is Curtis Dennis, and everybody else.
It's hyphenated.
It's hyphenated. It's bad.
And he hates it when you call him CD.
Yeah. It's Curtis Dennis. That's what mother called me.
He's got it stitched in his underwear.
Oh.
But
Mother
not,
did it.
But not CD, it's his full name. He doesn't, and
Only
nothing
his
less than
full
his full name.
Yeah.
He's very indignant when you call him anything other than Curtis Dennis.
Father's not in the situation. Shocking, right?
He's in prison for manslaughter.
Well, I like that you give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't necessarily mean to kill that other person.
You plead down to manslaughter. He meant to kill
It was a
someone.
hooker.
That makes sense. All of this is good. Yeah.
All
Good
right.
for Curtis Dennis. Oh, can he get it?
He could get it, but only at 9:30 p.m. every night for 15 minutes to "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye.
He can get it if only he uses mayonnaise as lube.
Which he does.
He 100% does.
He can get it.
That's his lube of choice. It tastes so good.
He likes to toss your mayonnaise salad.
Oh yeah, I'm
Bill.
making egg salad sandwich.
Why are you guys rooting mayonnaise is already the worst. He could get it to slow and lazy missionary like he does every night.
Promptly at 9:30
Probably not there.
for 15 minutes, and
Watches.
that's as much as he can go.
Because that's when Mother has her bath.
That's oh right.
He only does it when Mother's in her bath, because that way there's no chance of her bumping into seeing anything.
Mm-hmm.
He has to protect Mother.
I feel like he has to help Mother at the end of her bath to scrub her back. 'Cause,
That's
like,
why it's prompt.
It's
It's
gotta
15
be
minutes.
right.
Because
Well, under the
that's when
rules.
she starts getting
Under-
pruny. And he's
Mother
got
is plus size. That's why the plus size.
Of course
win.
she is.
They
Was that
remind
even
him
a
of
question?
Mother. I didn't even think about it. I assumed she was a chain smoker or something. I didn't really give her
You could
one.
still be plus size and a chain smoker.
No, she.
Extra trying to kill yourself.
I feel like she wasn't. She was a chain smoker, and she's quitting. And I use air quotations around that she's quitting.
That's
She's
But
been
by
quitting
that
for the last
she's
35
down to
years.
like a pack a day.
Good
That's
for her.
good quitting.
That's you know what, she lived a hard life.
She's a good Christian woman, I feel like. And that explains everything. There's a cross around her neck. There's a cross where you blurred out under his turtleneck. He's wearing a cross over top. You just can't see.
You know what? I feel like there might actually be one there. I don't.
They
I
have
can't
a
move
couch.
anything, but
They have a couch in their basement with a blanket over it, the same colors as a sweater.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
Hand
blends into
crocheted by
he-
his hand.
he blends into his
Aw.
surroundings.
He's my favorite person so far because he's had the best name. I'm just really excited to see what you come up with. Okay. On from Curtis. On from
Curtis Dennis.
Okay, so the guy in pink is 100% a Michael.
Yes.
Look at
I
those
like that.
dimples in his fucking chiseled chin.
Yeah.
He probably thinks that, like, he's super attractive and can get all the ladies, but, like, no one wants to fuck with that.
He balds at 22.
He does.
Oh yeah.
He failed English 3 times.
Yeah.
So next year.
Like
Remember,
right
this
after
is-
high school.
This is targeted to teen girls, and he's turning 22 next year.
That, yeah.
He's actually already balding. That's just that spray stuff that makes it look like hair.
He 100% rushed a fraternity, and they
Yes.
didn't give him a bid, and now he just kind of hangs out with the fraternity like a creep.
Oh, he's also one of those ones that are still gonna be there after like when you should be left, when you should be done.
High school?
University. He's
Oh.
still gonna be like floating around the
Okay, I'm
fraternity,
challenging
like-
that. You think he goes
To
on
university.
afterwards? I think he
No,
becomes
he-
a mechanic right after school.
No. Oh.
His
I'm
dad,
gonna
but he gets a
challenge-
job with his dad, who's
Yes.
also a mechanic.
Okay, so
right
wait,
after
are
high
you,
school.
like-
and
are
he
you-
doesn't finish high school.
Are you challenging that
I'm
he went to
challenging.
university at all?
Yeah.
Because that
I
in
would
order to
agree with
rush,
that.
you have to go to university.
That's very
Oh.
So
true.
you're challenging the whole thing, so that he would.
I think he peaks in high school,
Yeah.
drops out.
Well, peaks in high
becomes
school is
a
not
mechanic.
a question. He peaks in high school.
He 100%
Like-
peaks in high school.
But
That's true. You do have to.
But he failed English 3 times, and it's a prerequisite to graduate, so...
okay, so are we accepting the challenge that he becomes a mechanic?
I accept the challenge, although I will add on to it to say he graduated high school when he was 21.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Okay, fine, but he goes to fraternity parties, and, like...
Oh yeah,
it's
no, he
like,
still goes.
He's definitely
Yeah.
a dude.
But he's not.
Yeah.
But he didn't rush, or maybe he tried to rush and they found out he wasn't actually a part.
Which is
That's
why
okay
he
with
didn't
that.
get his bid.
Exactly.
But he still hangs out
Okay,
even though
that's
they don't
fair.
want him.
Okay, I'm good with this story. I was just like, he can't. That's like one of the other guys.
That's fair. He
Okay.
says no homo unironically.
His mom probably used to beat him
A
for no
little.
reason.
Yeah.
For
Because his-
every
Because
reason.
his dad, like, went to get a pack of smokes and never came back.
But the mechanic!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's
he's
why
got-
work is really.
Work is so embarrassing. Dad, don't call me that in public. That's sure. That's probably what
I feel like his dad is a really like one of those asinine nicknames like Sport or like Kiddo or something that he calls him.
Champ.
Oh, Champ.
There
Yes.
you go.
He's Champ.
Fucking champ.
And it's from like the one time that he got like a participation trophy when he was playing soccer.
Yeah, looks like soccer player, then did football.
No, he totally played football, but he got hit a couple times, and that's why he knows things out that good.
Yeah, I see that. Just like a mouth breather. It's good.
Like he stares at you when he's fucking you.
A little bit.
Like he doesn't blink.
But
Oh,
he doesn't.
he-
But he doesn't last more than 5 minutes. He's a
Well,
2-pump chump.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
also doesn't close his eyes when he kisses you.
I like
And
that.
you open your eyes and you're like, oh shit, he's still looking. And
And
then
he's
you
a
don't know what to
tongue
do.
darter.
Do you close your eyes? Do you keep looking at him? Like, what do you do in that situation? There's no winning because you know you're going to close your eyes and he's still going to be watching you.
I'm in love with him. Is he a stoner? I feel like he smokes a lot of weed, right?
I don't think, I feel like, I feel
Pass
like
blue ribbon all the way.
beer. Cheap beer is
Beer.
his thing. It's super macho.
Been drinking it since he was 12.
He
That's
can
true.
crush a can on his forehead.
He can
Yes.
open a can on his forehead
He's
and
got
then
a
drink
cool
it.
party.
Shotgun it.
I believe that.
I go with that. I feel like he's the kind of guy who has party tricks, but they're like creepy party tricks. Like I can dislocate my shoulder and put it back in. I feel like he's one of those.
I feel like he's also one of those people that's like, I can take off your bra with one move, and he.
The move is 2 hits. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So can he get it?
No.
No. Sorry, Michael.
You guys are rude. Yes, you can, Michael, but only before you turn 22 and bald.
Or as long as you have your spray.
Yeah, all of those
I need a
things.
top up.
Yeah, is he spray tanned or what? Because he looks really orange compared to everybody else. He's literally the color of the card next to you. Come on, Michael.
I think. I don't know. Maybe that's just like a reaction to like oil on his skin or some shit. Like it's a breakout.
He's like a bodybuilder, maybe. Maybe he did that for a little while because they spray tan a lot. And he's from Jim's gym. We should have seen this.
Well, no, like, but that's just where he hangs out. Clearly, that guy does not hang out at the gym at the high tide beach.
Yes, he does. With the metal collector and going over the sand. You just have to figure out what they're doing. It totally makes sense.
Okay, Jim's gym. I would get that he's there and he's trying. It comes back to that the whole like he pretends to be in a fraternity.
Yes.
So he's at the gym. I feel like he never actually touches anything, but he always is in the locker room talking to guys about working out. So they just like, I never see you lift weights, and he's like, oh, it's just whenever you're not around. But he like literally doesn't actually do any exercise.
Here's the thing though, since he's always in the gym locker, I feel like he never wears a towel, and he's always in that same power stance.
In the power pose.
So it's just fucking
Swanging.
just.
Does he have low hangers that like rock?
If he's balding at 22, I'm gonna say yeah, he's got low hanging
He's got
fruit.
grandpa balls.
Yeah.
That's fair. But I feel like he's got a huge dick. Don't ask me why. I feel like he's got nothing else, but he's got a huge dick, and that's where the
He's a
confidence
shower
comes from.
and not a grower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for sure.
Well, when
true.
you're that stupid, you have to have something.
You have to, because what else?
Like God had to give you some kind of break.
That's what I mean. There's nothing else. So, I mean, we already said. And you guys still don't want to get it?
No.
You get a big dick. You guys are dumb.
Those are
I
fucking.
will
Doesn't
say-
mean he doesn't
I will
know
take
how to
Michael.
use it.
He doesn't. He's a 2-pump chump. We've established
I will
that.
take
Yeah.
Michael
I
only
can't-
if I can be on top. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. That's work during sex.
He can still look at you while you're on top.
Pat, no, it's like I would have to do work. Forget it.
No, I'm not about it. Not about it.
Yeah, I forgot
Breathing
that
on you.
All right. I am so ready to move on to
Spencer.
the next person. Spencer.
Wesley.
Ah!
Yes, and he does only go by Wesley. He does not go by Wes, and he is the one person. Okay, so he goes to the late snack shop, not because he has friends or
So the
anything,
next one, Spencer.
but he goes. He is the one that goes to the late snack shop, and he always has the most complicated order.
Yes.
He is like, I need like my pickles cut in half, not like whole pickles. I need 3/4 of how much onions you normally give people. He's the one that has the literal most complicated order, and they never get it right on purpose.
Can I have a burger without a bun because I have a gluten intolerance?
That's
Oh,
exactly his.
yeah.
He can't go anywhere without his nasal spray.
He carries his
inhaler.
nasal spray, his inhaler, and his EpiPen in his fanny pack that he takes everywhere. And he's a change purse in the fanny pack.
Of course he does. Where else
Also
would
in
you
his
keep it?
Also a
in
change
his
purse, though.
also in his fanny pack are his Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and him
Yes!
and his two friends will go to this late snack shop and play Yu-Gi-Oh cards for 4 hours before the owners kick him out.
That's
does the
true. He doesn't
conventions.
order a lot. They get really upset because they
It
take a lot
doesn't
of
tip
table
like
space.
at all.
Never.
He doesn't
tips.
believe in tipping.
He's always like a nickel short.
Oh yeah, and he's always like, "Can't you just
Yes.
cover me?"
I see that.
Like he goes to the owner and he's like, "I just don't have that
And
last
it's
nickel."
like,
I don't have anything else on my change purse.
Oh yeah, no, he's got that. He's got like a respiratory thing, so he always.
Captain of the Chest Club.
I definitely see that.
Oh,
He
100%.
LARPs.
No,
in
no.
life.
Not captain of the chess club. He attempted to be captain of the chess club. He failed and is just in the chess club.
That's true. I wouldn't make him captain of my chess club.
He looks like he's the type that you expect him to be really smart, but he's actually like really dumb.
He's
I
a
feel
dork,
like-
not a nerd.
I feel like he tried to found the chess club, and then there was a mutiny.
Yeah, because he's crazy. Yeah.
So now he's just like a low-key, like, regular member.
I see that.
I feel like he finally got his braces off at like 26.
Yeah.
And they didn't really do that great a job.
Like he's still got the
And,
middle.
like,
That's why he's not.
he's
That's
still
why
We're
he's
not, we're not
tonight.
talking like that little like a little bit of wire. We're talking about like elastic band like
Just
Oh, the
that
whole
has,
headpiece.
yeah.
Headpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
He-
a saw trap.
That was like the previous picture. You know, this
Yeah.
the next year he's like I'm a stud because I got my headpiece off.
Done.
Getting selected to be a dream phone. Like I feel like he thought that being selected to be a dream phone boy was like a really big compliment, but he didn't realize he was the dud.
Yes. I think he learned
How
in real
dare
life.
you? How dare you call him the dud?
That's rude.
stud.
There's gonna be worse people. He LARPs and he calls women chicas, but he's got that reputation. The chicas guys. I just feel that.
He's also never said that to an actual woman because
No.
he would have to have a conversation with a woman. He's also not raised by his mother. He's raised by his aunt.
His aunt. Oh yeah.
Those
also
are-
doesn't speak Spanish at all. Sorry, it's relevant.
Those are bifocals. He can't see nearsighted
Oh,
or
good.
farsighted, so he's just blind.
Good. Good.
And his lenses are like an inch thick.
I feel like he wears knee pads during gym class and wears those really high shorts that are a little up too much.
I feel like he smells like mothballs.
Yeah, just yummy.
Like old people.
He
just
loves-
smells like old people.
Loves his cats.
He wears his
I don't like
grandfather's
cat lovers.
clothes.
No, he doesn't have
Who else would
cats.
wear
He's
it?
got rats.
No, you're
I
right.
believe that because his aunt's allergic.
Yeah. Maybe he lives with his granddad too.
Like his granddad and his aunt. I could see
Yeah.
that. Well,
Yeah.
his granddad is dying though, so that's why he keeps borrowing his clothes.
That's why he smells bad.
Yeah, why he smells like
He was a-
mothballs.
His granddad was a war hero and just like really has issues with people from over there. I feel. I just.
Also, his only
Dumb
friends
colors.
are Asian, so that's why they're not allowed at the house, and they have to go to the late night snack shop to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
That actually wraps the whole thing together.
All right.
Can you get it?
100%. I feel like you look at him and he's not really good at sex, but he's a wizard in the bed.
You know what?
You said lizard, yuck.
That all that training with the mouth guards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's good at going down.
Oh yeah, 100% knows how to use his tongue.
So anytime after 26.
Boom.
Okay, you guys are crazy. He's going to bite you.
He's gonna have no idea
He's
what
gonna
he's
bite
doing.
you in
It's
the
gonna be like
chosh.
just
You
banging
don't
around.
know me. Maybe I'm into that.
No, he's biting you guys.
He's the
because
type
he
of
doesn't
guy.
know.
He's the type of guy that you like. That you touch his knee and he's just done.
Exactly. You're not getting
And it's
a
also, and you will expect it to be like, because it's like so pent up and aggressive that you're gonna touch him. It's like Mount Vesuvius, and it's like dribble, 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 and he's like, I'm done, and you're like, what the fuck was that? Did you just have a pee?
It's definitely.
Did you forget to shake?
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like he practices making out on the back of his hand.
Yeah, I see that.
No, he's got a pillow for that. Come on, give him a little credit.
Yeah, one of those Japanese lonely pillows.
Oh, that's nice. You started to remind me of like Professor Frank from The Simpsons, and I feel like that Hoyven Maven is like his cum sound. Hoyven Maven. Like I feel like that's what's going on.
That's 100% it.
I feel that. That's
So it-
true. All right, Spencer.
Yes.
Spencer.
Dashing.
Absolutely.
But he was a cool kid in high school. I feel like he's not handsome, but he just has the aesthetic of a cool kid.
He's gonna grow up to be a real estate agent.
His parents probably fight a lot.
He's gonna have like 3 ex-wives when he's older, or maybe he has those now.
He's gonna inherit a lot of money from his 60-year-old dad.
Yeah, I know he does have old parents.
He says things like, "My father will hear about this." I feel.
Yeah, Daddy's a lawyer.
Yeah.
That's why he becomes a real estate agent.
Mom's an alcoholic
No,
and
really.
takes like pills and just has headaches. A
She
lot.
stays at home.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything. She just drinks and takes pills and needs more mommy naps.
That's a full-time job.
I want that job.
He's hiding so much pain behind those pearly whites.
I see that.
Like you can see it in the eyes.
Yeah,
Right
his
there,
eyes.
where the eye dips down just ever so slightly on the corners, that's where all the sadness kind of hangs down.
He doesn't have a good home life. Poor
He-
kid. Poor Spencer.
He also looks like he's being held hostage in the photo, so. I feel like he has a sister who's really smart and overachieving, and he's got nothing going for him, and that's part of the sadness.
It's also how he ends up being a real estate agent.
Yeah, she's like a doctor, and he's like, well, you know, to each our own.
I feel like he always wanted to do something better, but like he just didn't have the grades, and he didn't have the motivation. Like even though
Smarts.
like his sister just like annihilated him in everything.
He got a
Yeah.
C in every single class, including gym.
She also was physically stronger than him. So not only was it like emotional, she also like gave him wedgies and like totally humiliated him, and she was younger than him.
Her name is Ruth.
Her name was Ruth. Oh
That's
yeah,
a
she
pretty
was.
name. I like
She's
that.
kind of butch. Like she has a life partner who, and they share cats.
Friend.
Yeah, their friend that
Friend.
they've been living together for like 2 weeks,
That's a recurring.
and it's like a whole thing.
He played clarinet 3 because he was the worst
Oh.
one. It was always like that squeaky like dying goose sound from a
I see
clarinet.
that.
So they gave him like clarinet 3 where they only have whole notes.
I will backtrack on Cool Kid now because as we're putting him together, none of these straight say Cool Kid to me. Did you say someone with a crappy who got like their license really young, but their car sucks, but they're trying to flex their car all the time?
That I would believe.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. He's not a cool kid,
No.
but he could have been a cool kid if he had all of the other shit put together. Because
Yeah.
like he's one of those kids that where you're like if you see him in the halls, you're like you should be cool, but like I'm surprised that you're not, and it's just because he's got zero skills.
I agree. Met a girl at 15, started dating her, married her at 25, divorced her at 40, refers to her as his bitch ex-wife Helen. Yeah.
Chuck half his shit.
Took everything. She did with another man. He's devastated.
Took the corgis.
But wait, I thought he had 3 ex-wives.
Yeah, that's like his first
That's
wife.
his first ex-wife.
Then because he gets divorced at like 40, so he has a midlife crisis and dates like someone who's like 18.
That's
Right?
move.
Beautiful blonde, like
His
pays for her
assistant.
breast implants.
His assistant.
Exactly. They are married for like maybe 2 or 3 years and then decides, I'm done with you because you're boring. And then marries like someone else slightly younger because like by then he'll be like 45, maybe 50. So another 18-year-old, maybe a brunette this time.
Goes to the Philippines to find her.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
he
amazing.
is a real estate agent with daddy's lawyer money.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
daddy's dead at this point.
Yeah, so he's inherited quite a bit probably.
And the dad gave him a little bit more because they knew that he was going to need it more than his sister.
It's true.
And he's totally fine that she was born with a penis.
It's cool.
No one else knows.
So he also enjoys pegging.
Can he get it?
I'm underwhelmed by him, so like probably not.
I worry that if he can't figure out how to tongue a clarinet, he can't take care of me.
If he can get me a good deal on a mortgage, I'll let him throw it in.
See, I challenge all of you, and I think because of how normal he looks, he's into really gross stuff, like really crazy dominatrix stuff, and likes getting spit in the mouth. So I'm gonna say I'll give it a try one time.
What's
Mahmoud?
mounting? Munting.
Munting.
Why
Yeah.
is he everywhere I go? We
We're
said
not
no
going
work
into
stuff.
this.
We said no work stuff.
I like that munting is a work thing.
Too bad for the listeners; they'll figure it out.
Like I'm so weirded out that munting is a work
so
thing.
Yeah,
ready
I'll
for
figure it
blue
out.
card number 3.
Oh, I don't feel comfortable about this one.
Okay.
This is pedophilia.
Yeah, number
Okay.
1 was a
He's
mess.
11.
So yellow card is Ricky.
Yeah.
His parents are from Puerto Rico.
Aww.
They moved here.
He's a dreamer.
Yeah, he's a dreamer.
Oh, that's nice. We don't have dreamers in Canada, but that's nice.
His parents like started out as indentured servants and
Aw.
then like ran away.
His life is
He
a
lives
little
in
less
Miami.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in Miami. He definitely lives
He
in
does
Miami.
live in Miami. I like that.
He's like too young for a lot of things. Like he may
Like, he is very young.
He was a member of Menudo. Like, there's things he's got going on for him.
I was gonna say though, I think this might be the boy band. The
Um,
dorky one, the kind of snarky, sexy one,
The Asian one?
I'm not sure.
The Asian,
I don't
Asian
know.
haircut.
Yeah, Asian guy's bringing zero.
No, sorry,
people.
the intense one, and then like the
Ethan
American, like the all-American
Kraft. We'll come
boy
back-
next door.
We'll come back to Ethan Kraft. So, I guess we all say Ricky cannot get
Ricky
it.
cannot get it. He's not even 15.
Legally, he cannot get it in.
When his balls drop, I think I'd give him a chance, guys. I don't know. I haven't had sex in a while, so I'm giving a lot of them a chance.
To anybody listening, Amira's
I'm
open for
a
business.
Canada!
Clearly, she's stable.
That's the best joke of the night.
Oh, Ricky.
So let's move on to this furry
Only
guy
3
next,
years.
because he has neck hair.
He
I
is-
feel that.
Oh yeah, that's why he's wearing the turtleneck.
So we
He
go
doesn't want
from-
people to know.
Like, way underage to, like, someone who's 30.
So
Oh,
he
yeah.
is what would happen if Zachary Quinto and Selma Blair had a kid.
Right?
Yeah, like with a tan.
He's got like this weird texture of hair, so like he can't wear it like too long and he can't wear it too short, and it just kind of looks
It's a mess.
The other thing I can't
like
is
a
that,
hat.
is it like sunglasses? Like what are the white dots, or is that like what is that just like?
Jizz.
Because it's in the original photo too.
It's just...
Like
I
that's
will also go with it's jizz, or that's one dreadlock he has, and those are the beads in it. Your move.
okay.
He's cultured.
It's one dreadlock. Everyone likes that better. It's one dreadlock.
It's one dreadlock, the beads,
He
He's got
just
a
came
rat
back
tail.
from Jamaica and says "yup" all the time.
Yes.
and he thinks it's appropriate.
Oh yeah. I feel like he fist bumps black guys and says "my bretta." You know, that's the kind of person.
Every time
He's
he meets,
smoked weed like 2 times,
Yeah.
and he thinks that he is like an expert. He's like, yeah, man, I get high all the time. I am such a stoner. And then you give him the joint, and he's like, takes a tiny drag, and he's like, and he's like dying.
Green's
And then he has to go to Curtis Dennis and borrow his.
bring back Curtis Dennis. Bring back Curtis Dennis.
And he has to borrow their inhaler.
Aw, I see that. I feel like he dates 16-year-olds when he's like 25. He's that guy.
No, he's 30.
And he's the one.
I mean, now that he's 30, I guess he dates 18-year-olds.
He's the guy who carries around the a laminated copy of the Romeo and Juliet laws in his wallet.
He knows the age of consent like that.
Oh yeah, you name a
country.
state and he said state or country, and you're like, "What's the age of consent?" And he knows all of them.
He's a great friend to have because he can buy beer for everyone.
That's
I see
true.
that.
He does hang out at college parties, and he doesn't need to roofie them because he's an older kid, so they.
No,
just,
he's still hanging out with
But
like,
he
the younger
probably
people.
still
He
has
buys
roofies
a
just
beer.
in case.
Just for shits and gigs.
I feel like he's the type that he'd roofie himself just to see if anybody takes advantage.
I see that. I feel like he's someone who laughs really heavy, like out of his mouth. One of those guys.
Oh, yeah, he's got an obnoxious laugh.
I think he thinks Family Guy's the best show to ever be created. I mean, so do I, but that's,
He also thinks that if you're louder, you're funnier. So, like, Kevin Hart is hilarious because he's loud. Even if his jokes aren't funny, they're louder than other people's jokes.
Kevin Hart, Dane Cook.
That's also Dane Cook.
That's
You know what?
the type
That
of
is
guy.
his. Kevin Hart is his. He will line up for Kevin Hart movies, but he loves Dane Cook.
He would, yeah.
He knows all of Dane Cook's material,
I see that.
and he can quote any of them.
Did we name him?
No, because I started off with the.
We get too excited to joke out the names. I don't know.
Joe.
He hangs at a Jim's gym all the time. Does that mean anything to him?
He looks like a Joe.
Yeah,
Joey.
look like a Joe. Yeah, Joey.
Actually,
Italian?
Maybe
That
I
would
could
explain
see
the
that.
thick hair.
Then
And his lack of
if it's
understanding of black
Italian
culture.
if he's got so much hair, then he's probably like an Antonio or an Anthony.
I will bend on that. Yeah, I'll give it to Anthony.
So an Anthony
Tony for
Scaramucci.
short.
Yeah. Fucking mozzarella is like a last name.
Oh my god, yes, Anthony Mozzarella.
His dad
I like
owns
that.
a pizza shop.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah. That's one of those big guys that's sweaty with the shirts buttoned down to the hair coming out.
pizza sauce everywhere.
He also knows where all the kids' parties are happening because he delivers pizza to them.
That makes a lot of sense.
And he has a car,
Yes.
and that's how he drops off. That's how he finds out where the kids are partying.
Well, I'd
and then he
hope
comes
so.
back
He's
later
very
after his shift ends with beer.
He's gross. Did we call him Anthony Mozzarella and no one blinked it out?
No, his name is Anthony Mozzarella. He's one of the few ones that have last names.
Oh yeah, we should start giving them last names.
You know what? I'm okay with some of them not having last names. I like it
Like
being
Curtis Dennis.
Curtis Dennis is the last name.
The hero of this one. He's the best one. So, can Anthony Mozzarella
Should we just go back to
get it?
Curtis Dennis and just start going down on him again?
I might end on Curtis Dennis. Can Anthony Mozzarella get it?
I'm gonna say yes because I'm into older guys.
I'm gonna say no because I'm not into hairy guys.
I enjoy Italians.
Yes, because I'm into older hairy guys.
He's
Is
older
he at
than
least
me.
6'2" though?
It doesn't matter. I will bend on 5'10" because he looks really hairy, okay?
I don't know. Are Italian guys prone to being really tall?
No.
There you go.
Typically do not. Whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
He's like 5'6", and you'll handle it.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, I'll handle it. Next to
Okay.
this guy,
Okay,
I
so
know.
what's his name? I feel like
Tran.
that's not a full name.
I feel like it's Andy Tran.
Did we know an Andy Tran?
We knew an Andy Lou,
Ah.
and my math teacher used to just call him Chong.
Chong Tran.
Is he one of those ones where like everyone just says that he's Chinese, but he's actually Filipino, and he's just like
Yeah.
so tired that he just doesn't correct them anymore?
He's actually not Asian at all. He doesn't get what anyone's talking about. Birth name is
Like
Timothy.
his
Like
nickname
I'm
is,
Mexican guys.
Yeah.
his nickname is Wang Chung, and he just can't handle it.
He's like, actually, I'm just Timothy Smith, but.
Okay, so real name Timothy Smith, nickname Wang Chung. He is like the least Asian person, and
Yeah.
everyone just automatically assumes that he is the most Asian person.
I see
Ugh.
that.
You know how like you're in a room and like you like look up and you can like just feel someone staring at you.
That's Wang Chung.
That's him.
He's always in the back of the room too.
He is looking like through the books at the library.
Yeah.
He is the guy, like, when he goes to someone's house, he basically, like, perches on a wall and, like, he doesn't leave. And then when he does leave, there's, like, a actual, like, stain in the paint from where all his sweat is.
Yes, way.
From where he, like, contacts with it.
I feel like he steals your sister's underwear when he goes to your house and puts them in his pocket.
If he doesn't
No,
steal
he puts
yours.
it in his giant backpack.
He has to have a giant backpack. with
Giant
lots of
backpack.
zippers.
He also has a camera. It's one of the reasons why they also just assume that he's Asian. And he says it's because he's got an interest in photography, but he's also a peeping Tom. He's a peeping Tim.
I see.
Yes.
Or peeking Tim.
Peeking
Asian.
too.
Poor Wang Chung.
He's not allowed at Crosstown Mall anymore for the same reason Roy Moore isn't allowed at malls anymore.
I like that. Yes.
Like,
That's good.
there were too many incidences of his camera just happening to fall into women's change rooms.
I see that.
He's related to that teacher from Community. The really, like, weird...
The crazy Spanish teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that guy's name?
I don't even remember.
It's something
But I
offensive
thought he
in
wasn't,
Asian.
like, actually Asian.
He's not Asian either. People are rude and keep making assumptions. They never say he's Asian ever.
How about 5 more minutes and then a couple more buttons, huh? No. Not for Wang. What's
Wang
his
Chung?
name? Wang Chung.
/ Timothy Smith. I feel like he wears tidy whities.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, no,
100%.
absolutely.
It's only tidy whities.
What does he do for work?
He doesn't, because everywhere is creeped out by him.
I feel like they would give him a job at...
No.
He's a
See,
paper
really,
delivery
He
boy.
works at a porn shop.
Oh,
I like
no. Who would hire somebody who stares at a porn shop?
I challenge both of you. He's a permanent temp, just constantly in temp agencies, and he's always getting fired.
I
A
could
little,
see that.
because you don't want him there that long, because he seems like he'd be smart, and then he'd get there and you're like, oh, he's actually just like nuts and creepy. And not Asian, he's not a diversity hire, we don't want him.
Gets
Or-
reported to HR a lot.
Yeah.
Or, I challenge that, he is the night janitor.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
He was the day janitor, but then they switched him to night because of all the complaints.
So he's like always pissed off that people always refer to him as Asian, but he's got like a samurai sword and nunchucks at home.
Yes. He's probably friends with the other nunchuck guy, whoever that was. It's too many people.
Wasn't that Curtis Dennis? I can't remember if that was Curtis Dennis or not. I feel like that was Curtis
He
Dennis.
loves Curtis Dennis. He looks like a nunchuck guy. So Ken Wang Chung.
Is Curtis Dennis the winner of this week? Like, just Curtis
There should be a winner each week. It's Curtis Dennis. We don't even need to get into it.
I don't know. There's some ones in the next one. We'll see.
We'll see. Can Wang Chung / Timothy Smith get it? I can't say his name without laughing.
Timothy,
Timothy Smith. Here's the thing. Timothy Smith can't get it from me consensually, but Timothy Smith would take it.
He would take it. And yeah.
He knows what's in your trash.
Yeah.
He knows what you eat. He knows
I
what
agree.
you drink. He collects little things. He puts it at his home with his altar for you. He definitely he knows a lot more about you than any of your friends do.
I agree.
I feel like if you leave like a hair scrunchie like on your desk, he'll like collect it at nighttime when he goes through the trash.
The collector.
Mhm.
I feel like he has a lot of Star Trek memorabilia. Yeah, I'll also say he can't get it.
Yeah,
due to
not
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Due to such a-
Doesn't do anything for me.
and his quirky friend
Ethan
next
Kraft.
door, Ethan Kraft.
His name is 100% Ethan.
Yes, he
Obviously, he doesn't see race, but still goes to Confederate marches.
Woo! I hate you. Ah!
He's also the one. He's the one from the video who like takes off his polo shirt when he's confronted, and there's no more of them around, and then he tries to like blend into like the like left wing people until he can get back to the crowd of right wing people, and then puts his polo back on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see that.
Like he is not. He is a pussy.
He
Yeah.
spits when he talks.
Yeah.
Like gross amounts too.
He's always wearing khaki pants and
That's
like
right.
those fucking boat
And they're, like,
shoes.
right
shoes,
up.
Yeah.
Belt and all.
Yeah.
Tucked, shirt
Belts.
tucked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he belongs.
Welcome
in,
to Best
like,
Buy.
Oh.
Like,
He wishes he could work at Best Buy.
Yeah, I wouldn't like Abercrombie and Fitch.
I feel like
That's
he would
the step
work at
up.
Best Buy and would follow all of the minorities around to make sure they don't take any.
can I help you? Do you need any help? No? Okay, I'm just gonna stand here.
You know, I had a friend who was black once.
I
Oh
see
yeah,
that.
he would absolutely say that.
He banged an Asian chick once. I feel like he's got some.
And the thing is, they're all lies.
They're lies, but nobody. I feel like he snaps and does the finger to say bye to people. I hate people who do that. They should all rot. It's irrelevant.
He I feel like he can only get with girls who are whiter than their wedding gowns.
Yeah.
Blonde, naturally.
I feel
Porcelain skin.
like, yeah, blonde.
Like,
Super
I
into
feel
it.
like he fucks corpses because they're the only point where they get white enough.
That makes sense.
Super
The
into
rotting.
necrophilia.
Oh yeah, like
A
he's
little bit.
like you
Older
don't want
the
to check
better.
his browser history.
Oh, I see that.
Sometimes we'll go to the graveyard
Style.
and like talk to the tombstones.
Especially when that's when when he's talking to like his roommates because he lives with roommates. He's the
That's
weird
good.
roommate that doesn't really talk a lot, but he doesn't really bother anybody and just kind of stays to himself. But when he's going out and they say what he's doing, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see my ex," and then he goes to the graveyard and talks to the tombstone.
Oh, yeah.
But just keep in mind, he stays away from the ethnic sounding.
That's true.
Oh yeah, no, like
Does he
like,
want to talk to fucking like Rochelle? No, he doesn't. He wants to see Martha
That's true.
and
Martha
see how
Ann.
she's doing.
But I will challenge it where his barber is an ethnic. That's how he says it, an ethnic. And that's the only one he trusts. His barber.
It's
They know
true
how to
because
do
he
it
likes the
themselves.
idea that they're doing stuff for him.
For him.
Serve like in places of servitude. So like he will go to restaurants where they have to serve him, but he
That's
won't
fine.
go to any. He won't ever have a boss that is like if he was at Best Buy and they're like, "Here's your new manager Jamal," he would just like leave.
I
I
quit.
see that.
Now, he will tip, but he has to make sure that you know that he's giving you the
Yeah.
tip. And
Oh.
and it's never over 15%.
Yes.
It's barely over 10%.
When he goes to get his haircut, he'll
Then he just
ask to
feels
get
bad
his
about
shoes shined, even though that's not a service they offer.
He's like, "Don't you have a kid or something that can do it for me?
I see
Yeah.
that in him.
He
Your kids aren't in school or anything, right?"
He doesn't understand why blackface was a big thing.
No, but I feel like he's the kind of guy who hits on black women and calls you chocolate mama. Because that's the kind of person.
You
I
want to
feel
make
like
a mocha baby?
Yeah, just see some of that. You know, just, hey, my spicy Asian tuna roll. Just fun stuff like that, you know?
I feel like he's also the type that he sees, like black girls wearing like a shade lighter concealer and be like, and then he says, "Oh, well, I see white face is a thing."
Reverse
Oh, so,
racism is
yeah.
real.
He voted for Trump.
Yeah.
He like
He paid for Trump's campaign.
Yeah, he paid donations. He was he was Joe. He was the imaginary Joe.
I'll challenge all of that. He's Trump's long lost son.
No, he's not terribly attractive, but he's way more attractive than
Than Trump's
all
bucket
of
all
the
of
rest
them,
of
yeah.
Trump's kids.
Except Ivanka. She's the only one who got
She's
a
got an
pass.
okay face.
I'm sorry,
just
but
kidding.
her everything else just cancels out that face.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Like she is. I know that there's the joke about her eyes going dead when she puts on lip gloss, but her eyes are just dead all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Like you could she's giving her vows at her wedding, and her eyes are just like dead.
So, can Ethan Kraft get it?
Um,
Because before we gave him a personality, I was like, alright, Ethan Kraft. And now I'm like, I didn't know we had a Nazi in the mix, so perhaps.
I
You're the one
I
who
don't-
made him a Nazi.
I didn't start with him as a Nazi. Maybe I did.
I
Yeah,
don't-
you were. You're the one that said
I
that
have
he was
that
a
memory.
Confederate marches. Or no,
Oh,
that
that
was
was
you.
me.
See,
That
there
was
you go,
me.
Bird.
See, I
Whatever.
don't fuck guys who wear tighty whities, so I'm out.
He does wear tidy whities. That's depressing.
Like 50s whiteys, like not like good whiteys.
Boo. I know. Unfortunately, I have to be out.
Like Walmart.
Same. I don't have a
10
slave
pack.
fetish.
I have a lot of them on my roster though, so it's like it's cool.
Yeah, I can't deal with him.
Boo.
I'm sorry. He's a mess.
Shout out to the one from Menudo though.
From where?
The first one, whatever his name was. He was the Puerto Rican one.
Definitely gonna have to edit this down.
The Puerto Rican.
Yeah, no, I just keep checking to make sure because I don't know what the maximum length is on this thing.
Let's find out.
Is that or I'm gonna stop and then we can start up again.
We're
Anyway.
already 53 minutes in. We can have a poop break.
Wow, let's all enjoy a poop break. Tune in next time for the thrilling conclusion of episode 1 of Unofficial Biography, The Boys of Dreamphone.